Welcome to Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development. The youth are more alive than anyone, more idealistic than anyone and more inspired than anyone. If the world was guided by the young, the world would be a better place to live. Because they are in a certain level of high energy compared to the other part of the humanity, it is just that every little thing that they do is little exaggerated. If something constructive has to happen in the world, it has to be by the youth. If something destructive has to happen in the world, it too has to be by the youth. Usually the older generation handle youth as some kind of problem that needs treatment. They don't need treatment. It is people who have gone away from life who need treatment. Those close to life just live. The youth is in a certain state of high energy, and if there is no inspiration or proper guidance, that energy can very easily turn negative. Our educative systems have become 100% informative, there is no inspiration. Without inspiration, no human being raises beyond the limitations in which he lives. When it's all information, you can get it from anywhere. You don't really have to listen to a teacher. A teacher is not the best means of transmission when it comes to pure information. A book is better, the internet is even better. Only if the teacher's role is to inspire people to learn and to create a thirst for knowledge, only then a teacher's role has something to give. If he's just trying to transmit information, the other means of transmission are better than a human being because a human being can always misinterpret. Making the whole education system purely informational has caused enormous damage. The time of life when you're youthful, when you're capable of many things, unfortunately goes waste simply because the necessary inspiration is not there. It's like nurturing a plant. If you want it to bear fruit, you have to nurture it every day, you have to water it every day, and you have to take care of it every day. If this dedication is shown by adults, the youth will do miraculous things. Only because such dedication is missing in the general population, the youth seem to be disoriented, they don't know what to do and they are doing their own things. Because everybody is working on short-term goals, the youth also work on short-term goals. One big thing that needs to happen with the youth and with everybody is that their identification with humanity should not be limited to just themselves, it should include a larger society and a larger world around them. Unfortunately, this is missing in education. Modern education is constantly training people to only think about themselves and nothing but themselves. The whole process of science is only about how to use everything for our comfort and well-being. Initially, we use the planet, then the trees and plants, then the animals, then of course the human beings also. We exploit everybody to our benefit and comfort. This attitude has been deeply set with the process of modern education. As we are investing our time, resources and energies in transmitting informative knowledge, we have to invest a certain amount of time, energy and resources to inspire the youth. If this happens, then the world would become a truly beautiful place. Our economy is changing daily, and with it, the talents, skills, and experience needed to be a part of that growth cycle are too. The job market is a competitive one, and often that is a tough learning curve for recent graduates. This is a big reason behind the growth of applied learning and internship opportunities becoming a key part of the college experience for all students. According to dictionary.com, an internship is defined as any official or formal program to provide practical experience for beginners in an occupation or profession. The most important element of internships is that they integrate classroom knowledge and theory with practical application and skills developed in professional or community settings. They also bring a wealth of benefits to students, both while completing a degree and when seeking a career path post-graduation. When it comes to securing that all-important graduate job offer, it's no longer enough just to have a good degree. Relevant work experience via an internship is now just as important as exam results to your future career and is one of the key attributes sought by graduate employers. When you look at the stats, the reason why internships are good for students looking for their first role becomes clear. According to Monster.com, 85% of companies use internships to recruit for full-time roles, with former interns projected to fill 37% of graduate vacancies, rising to an incredible 75% for investment banking. But what are internships, and how can they benefit you? What does an internship involve? An internship is a period of work experience within an organization or company, usually undertaken by university students or recent graduates. Also known as placements, internships can be full-time, generally during summer, or part-time, during term time, paid or unpaid, and can last from a week to a year, depending on the department and company in question. With the emphasis firmly on training, internships give students real-life experience of the workplace and field they hope to break into. This not only helps them gain critical work skills and decide if the career they are experiencing is right for them, it also enables them to make valuable work contacts and acts as an important stepping stone to securing a job and climbing the first rung on the career ladder. Why do I need to do an internship? As the statistics above indicate, having a good degree is no longer enough. As a result, more and more university leavers are looking for additional experience to give them the edge when applying for graduate schemes or positions. While bulking up your CV with extracurricular activities is nothing new, the sheer number of graduates entering the job market each year means that relevant, work-related experience is now a vital addition to your application. In many cases, one of the best and most accessible ways of gaining this experience is through an internship. Work experience via an internship is no longer a nice-to-have but a must-have. What are the key benefits of an internship? 1. Develop critical work skills. One of the main beauties of an internship is that it will give you the chance to gain experience in a real workplace, honing the skills developed during your degree, such as teamwork and analysis, to the level required by the business. It will also give you the opportunity to develop and demonstrate new critical work skills before you've graduated, making you a far more attractive prospect for future employers. 2. Get the edge over the competition. Graduate recruiters want to see that you've gone the extra mile and have the passion and drive to acquire skills and experiences outside of the classroom. To combat this, many clued-up graduates are undertaking not just one but multiple internships, giving them a wide range of skills and experience of multiple companies and departments, all of which appeals to potential recruiters. With competition tougher than ever, if you want to get the edge over your classmates, undertaking at least one internship is less a question of "why should I?" and more "can I afford not to?" 3. Achieve higher grades. Some studies suggest that the skills and experience you gain during work placements and internships help graduates achieve higher overall grades in their exams, giving you an in-depth understanding of the principles and ideas learned during your degree, which you can draw on when taking exams. What's more, although some internships may not count towards your degree, many universities offer work experience and placements that do count as a percentage of your overall mark, helping you gain valuable experience and achieve better grades. 4. Network. One of the major benefits of undertaking an internship is the opportunity to build connections with professionals and leading figures in your chosen sector and company. Perform well, and these connections can help you in a multitude of ways, from keeping you in mind for future opportunities to providing that all-important reference or letter of recommendation for a graduate role, MSc or additional internship. As you develop in your chosen career, they can also serve as vital business connections in your little black book, a commonly advertised requirement for many roles, particularly in the field of media. 5. Secure future employment. Work placements can act as both a protracted audition and on-the-job training for a full-time role, with many students securing future employment off the back of their internships before they've even graduated. Even if your internship doesn't immediately result in a full-time role, many employers prefer to hire tried and tested interns over new candidates, and will keep you in mind for opportunities as and when they arise, or recommend you to their own network of connections. 6. Try before you buy. If you've grown up dreaming of life as a high-flying managers or groundbreaking operations, it's easy to become blinkered to other career opportunities. An internship not only gives you the opportunity to gain the skills and experience you'll need to take the first step in your chosen career, it will also give you real experience of it, helping you to decide if your aspirations match the reality. By undertaking multiple internships, you'll also have the chance to try out different companies and areas of your chosen industry, giving you the knowledge to make an informed decision about the best department and company for you. 7. Explore unexpected avenues. There are internships in every industry imaginable, from HR to operations. If you're undecided on the field you want to enter, internships can give you the chance to try out roles, departments and industries you've never considered, which may help narrow down your options, or even open up a whole new career path. 8. Gain experience beyond the textbooks. Although your degree will teach you about case studies and concepts useful for your future career, nothing beats real work experience. Not only does it allow you to see and put what you've learned into action, it also exposes you to unique situations and issues beyond those taught in textbooks. As a result, it teaches you about your own reactions and abilities in a variety of different situations, helping you identify and build on your strengths as well as improve on weaknesses, all of which is invaluable for your future career. 9. Avoid the Uni-To-Work culture shock. The first year of full-time work can be a bit of a culture shock. From the seemingly endless battle to secure employment to long, non-negotiable working hours and the drudgery of the daily commute, the first year of freedom can make even the most optimistic graduate pine for the days of 9 a.m. lectures and library fines. By giving you a taste of life in your chosen field, an internship not only gives you the connections and experience you need to help secure a graduate role, thereby helping you avoid the endless job hunt, it also gives you a better idea of what to expect and helps lessen the jolt of entering full-time employment. 10. Earn as you learn. Although unpaid internships remain a topic of much debate, paid internships do exist. While every job offers transferable skills, such as teamwork, problem solving and cash handling, paid internships give you the opportunity to earn, sometimes good, money while learning vital skills for your future career.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Sonika Raj, co-founder of Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development and coordinator of this webinar. Today, me and Subhas Jha, the founder of Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development and key resource person of this webinar, is together presenting a webinar on Internship Development Program. Most of you must have listened the word internship, but are not aware of the basic and the important aspects about the internship. We are here to discuss about internship. Internship is directly related to a student's career goals. Internship improves the quality of a student's academic, career and personality development. From internship, we gain the practical experiences in applying administrative skill technique, theory through working with a professional administration. An internship is an integral platform for anyone to gain experiences in an actual workplace. Internship is a good opportunity to all the students to learn and to gain experiences. If we talk about experiences, our real life is full of experiences and challenges too. We will encounter many difficulties and obstacles with experiences only. Now, if I say experiences in my eyes is very valuable thing in life, because whatever we know till now is by experiences. Experiences in only the real thing in our life. So internship is not something that can be learned, but it has to be experienced. Now I want to share with you that my experiences with about internship program. A few years back I had decided to take the internship course. From that course I really grabbed the golden opportunities. This opportunity regarding to apply my theories and knowledge that I had in a real working life setting. It's really helped me. Through learning in university, I learned about theories only, but by doing internship, I learned the practically approach on dealing with a real world. Even though it was not that much, it is still has profound result in some aspects of my life. Through the internship, I also have learned that I am still lacking as an individual and employee. In that internship helped me to identify my weakness and also my strength. Students, I want to share two lines to you about experiences. That experiences without theory is blind, but theory without experiences is more intellectual play. There is one more reason why I had choose tech internship course is as a preparation for more challenging work environment and situation. So I selected internship program. Now based on the real life experiences I had gained from internship, I decided and that what Mild is providing to you. So Mild is providing the required platform for internship to gain hands-on experiences on your own field. Now question is that why student will choose Mild platform? Because this platform is important, because many of the students are missing the real internship platform which aim towards the development of students. There are many platforms which in the name of internship are just using and exploiting the students, where there is no growth, no income, no development and no scope of the securing the future job. Here on my platform, these things are taken care to offer the real experiences of internship. Like on my platform, there is a training, there is a mentoring, and development are almost parity. Time to time, we trained our students. There is a mentor also, and we also see the development of the students gradually. During training period, the student can learn about the managing professional skill development and practice problem based on the learning in an authentic supervised environment. We students here in Mile has opportunity to select their own field according to their department. For example, if students are belonging to the BCA department, they can go through the with digital marketing. If the students are from the commerce students, then can select according to their subject like accounts. And BBA students will go through the marketing as respective subjects also. All students are free to select any topic as per their wish for working field. After that, certain mentors are also allotted according to their performance during training, and we keep evaluating the students in every 10 days by individual performance. Whatever the performance of the students we see, then according to that we evaluate the something to the students also. There's also retraining and redevelopment of a student will take taken care. If anyone is lacking in a particular field, so gradually we look after that students. With this Smile platform, you will not only have the opportunity to participate in internship, but also to grow as per the corporate requirements. As our economy is changing daily, the talents, skill, and experiences needed to be a part of that growth cycle too. Means corporate requirements according to this economic is changing. The skills, the experiences, and the talents of the students to also must be. We look after that whatever the implementation of the new economy and what are the corporate is doing that. So I will look after all that things. The job market is a competitive one, and often that is a tough learning curve for recent graduate the student. This is a big reason behind the growth of applied learning and internship opportunities become a key part of the college experiences of all the student. Along with this, Smile offers future job assurance, business, contacts, and then lastly the opportunity to earn on a weekly basis. Now in our next session, Mr. Subhash Jha will brief you all the details about Mile Internship Development Program. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Subhash Jha and I welcome you all to this webinar called Internship Development Program. I'm the founder of Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development and a key resource person for today's webinar. Now, one thing I can guarantee you that by the end of this webinar, you will be having a crystal clear pathway on how you can work towards achieving your desired career or achieving your desired goal that you are working for until now. After all, as a student, it is very essential for us to know this pathway, because if you see a journey of a student, it is entirely towards creating something and crafting their career the way they want it to happen. We are spending almost 15 to 16 years we are dedicating towards making this happen. So I feel that this journey is very important, and every student should have this privilege of knowing how to move towards the path, how to move towards the goal that we have set for ourselves from where we are. Like suppose, for example, consider that wherever you are right now, whether you are in first year, whether you are in second year, or whether you are in third year, you all have a desired career which you are persuading. Now, today where you are and what you are desiring for is little far away. Consider where you are right now as point A, and consider where you want to go in future is point B. So between this point A and point B, there is a distance. We need to walk this distance and cover this distance in order to achieve what we are desiring for. in order to accomplish what we want in our life, in order to craft our career the way we want it to happen. So from point A to point B, we will be giving you a clear-cut pathway how you can proceed from where you are to where you want to go. So to understand this better, let us look at some important things before we look at the pathway. The important thing is, there's one question which comes into my mind. How did we reach to point A, where you are right now, currently where you are? Whether you are in first year, second year, third year, whether you are doing BCA, whether you are a BCom student, whether you are a BBA student, or vocational, commerce, economics, whatever stream that you have selected. Something happened and you reached to point A. Now, today in this present situation, you are at point A and you are wanting to go to point B. So before understanding how to go from point A to point B, let us see how we reached in this point A situation. I can assure you that this is going to be a very interesting journey. So I would request you to be with me throughout this webinar so that you don't miss the point what I'm trying to convey here. Now, if you look at the student's life, as a student, you spend 10 to 12 years in school just to complete 10th standard. 10 to 12 years is not a small number of years which we are dedicating towards making our own life. 10 to 12 years just to complete 10th standard. Why? Because after completing 10th standard, we will be able to move towards 11th and 12th standard, high school or junior college. After completing the 10th standard, we move to 11th and 12th standard, selecting science, commerce or arts as per our desired goal that we are working on. So we spent another 2 years in 11th and 12th standard studying properly, studying dedicatedly, creating results so that we can enter into a graduation college. Now in graduation, you have to spend another 3 years working towards your goal. Now I am sure this might be true with you as well. I have seen many students who are in first year and second year and suddenly they realize they don't know what they're doing in their life. Why have they chosen the stream that they are into? I have seen many students asking this question. I don't know why I'm doing economics. I don't know why I'm doing in commerce. I don't know what I'm doing in BCom. I don't know whether what's going to happen after my BBA. Students from BCA have a different type of questions like, I don't know what is going to happen after the BCA. After the graduation, will I get the job? Will I not get the job? Is it going to work for me? Is it not going to work for me? There are too many confusions in a student's mind when they reach first year and second year. So if you see right now where you are is point A, and it took around 13 to 14 years for you to reach to this point A position. Now when you are in this point A position, now we are wondering how to move to point A to point B, that is our desired goal, our desired career path, and whatever we want to craft our career the way we wish to. So you see, you have spent 15 to 16 years just in order to make your career a better thing in your life, your future a bright thing. If you are ambitious enough, you want to create something big in your life. That's the reason we have spent this 15 to 16 years of our life in education, because we think while educating ourselves, we can move towards our desired goal, which is true in a way, but it's not completely 100% true. There are other things as well which needs along the way. I have met many students in my life who have completed their graduation 3-4 years back. They are struggling with the job. They were not knowing about the challenges that they are going to face in their journey towards persuading what they are working for. And after this surprise, I can understand and I have felt their feeling, how they feel when your 15 to 16 year of dedicated life, dedicated efforts, it's all gone wasted. And when you ask them like what went wrong, they would understand this later over the period of time, that there was no proper guidance or there was no proper channelization towards their goal, or there was no proper reliable institute where they could go and they could develop themselves for what they are wanting to achieve in life. Yes, of course, if you look out for the maths class, there are thousands of classes in Patna. If you look out for the science class, there are thousands of classes in Patna. You just name your curriculum subject and there are too many classes available here. But in order to gain confidence, in order to gain practical experience, in order to gain your skills, in order to develop your skills, in order to develop yourself from what you are to something else which your dream job demands, I don't see any institutions over here. I tried to look for it, but there's nothing. Yes, for the curriculum subjects, there are too many classes, too many competitions. Everyone is rushing towards science class, maths class, computer class, reasoning class, this class, that class. It shocks me to see that there are so many classes and all the students are just going crazy about this classes, that classes, this subject, that subject. But no one is actually focusing about developing their own skills, which is absolutely required if you want to get a good job. So here our primary focus is to give you that particular aspect and keep it in front of you so that you can have a crystal clear picture of where we are moving and how we should be moving. So this internship development program, the main purpose of this webinar is to give exposure to you, because this is very essential for any student to have exposure about what they are wanting to achieve in life and how they are going to achieve it in life. I think if a student is not getting this kind of exposure, it's a very big crime towards the student to keep these exposures away from them. Curriculum is required, marks is required, but along with that, there are many things which is required. I see people who have done their graduation from BBA, but if you ask them to communicate about themselves, they hesitate. They are not able to communicate themselves. So during this interview period, many students miss out the opportunity just to clear the first or second round of the interview. It's not that they are not educated. They have the well marks. They have secured around 70 to 80% in their throughout the graduation period. They have worked hard in achieving this marks. But when they sit on the interview session, because they don't have experience and because they don't have a kind of exposure that a company is looking for, because they are not confident enough, because they have not participated in any kind of such projects which would enhance their confidence and which would develop their skills, when they sit on that interview table, they get nervous. They are not able to speak what they can speak. It's not that they cannot speak. They can speak, but because of this nervousness, because they have never done it before, because it's the first time in their life, people get nervous and they could not complete or they could not go through the interview. They get rejected in the interview, not because of their marks, it's perfect, not because of the certificates, because it's perfect, it's matching the job description, but just because of the confidence, just because of the communication, and because of the other skills which is required is missing in their life. So the entire orientation of this webinar is towards this, that we give you a pathway and a secret mantra, a formula which would work in your life, and using this formula and this tools and techniques, you will be able to move from point A to point B. Understand this, I am again saying you this, that there is a distance where you are and where you want to go. What you are right now and what you wish to become, there is a distance. We need to walk this distance. We cannot skip this. We cannot think that, okay, I'll not walk this distance, but somehow I will land up there and I'll have my dream job in my hand. It has never happened this way with anyone in life. Yeah, maybe couple of people, in few hundred people, it would have happened with them, but otherwise it's not possible. Private sectors are more competitive than before. They demand competition out of the students. They demand an inspiration from a student. They demand confidence sparkling out of them from the students. So if these things are missing, all the education, all the efforts that we have made in this last 15 to 16 years will all go wasted. And it's a big time. 15 to 16 years is not a small amount of time. I just want you to realize this, imagine this, close your eyes and just imagine this, how it would feel to someone whose 15 to 16 to 18 years of efforts have just gone wasted. Why? Because they couldn't do few things which they should have done, which is missing. So the purpose of this webinar is to give you a clear-cut picture about it so that you don't miss the exposure that you are supposed to have in your life. I hope this would work. And Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development has always worked towards creating results, creating impact with the students. We have done many programs with the students. We have given them many exposure. We have done skill development programs. We have done personality development programs, and our effort has always brought a positive result for us. The students with which we have worked with has impacted a lot and has transformed a lot throughout the journey with us. Recently, we conducted a webinar for COVID-19 society development after the lockdown. In this, there was too many confusion among the students, like how things are going to happen, how education, economy and health is going to happen after the lockdown, how society is going to develop, and too many confusions was there. So we addressed all the confusions and points in a way where they could understand what it really is. And I think the students were very impressed, and few of them, I think many of them are already in this webinar. This is the second webinar for them. So we have some feedback of the students of what was their experience of the COVID-19 program. So I would like to show you a video where you could see the reviews of the students and see it yourself, like how impactful our programs are. Hope this will help. Just have a look at this video and we'll resume.
Hello everyone, my name is Rasmi Pandey. I am a student of BCA Part 2, Magad Mahila College. I would like to share my experience of the webinar organized by Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development. It was conducted by Subhash sir and Sonika ma'am. The webinar was about how economic, health and education of citizens and students has affected due to COVID-19 and what measures we need to take care to survive in such a pandemic situation. Subhash sir briefly described us about our social responsibility for the development of the society and suggested us some measures to boost our immune system. He also described us about how technology has played an important role in controlling such a pandemic situation. The way he described was very relevant, impactful and easy. I would like to thank you, both of them, for organizing the webinar.
Hello, myself Simran Singh, and currently I am pursuing my bachelor's degree in computer application from Magad Mahila College, Patna University. I have attended the webinar organized by Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development on the topic COVID-19 Social Awareness. The webinar was really informative for me. It really helped me to overcome my thoughts during this lockdown. In the webinar, the speaker ma'am also spoken about the importance of online learning. So I would like to thank speaker ma'am as well as Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development to make this happen. Thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Ayushi Kumari, the student of BCA Part 2, Magad Mahila College. I am here to express my views about the webinar that I had attended was organized by the Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development, that is MILD. The theme of that webinar was COVID-19 for society development. So now you guys will think what's new in that. means it's prevailing all around the world, so it's very common nowadays. Yes, it is very common, but the way in which Subhash sir and Sonika ma'am, the founder and co-founder of MILE respectively, had represented the overall scenario was just awesome. Means I must say I loved the whole session. If we come to the points that were discussed in the session, I would like to share some of the points with you guys. Was that how we productively use ourselves in this lockdown period, the first one. How we can create social awareness, how we can psychologically balance ourselves in this tough time, because as we are inside home from 2.5 months, so it's quite challenging for all of us now. And how we boost up our health, how we, the students, the youngsters, the youth, can contribute to the social, economic and educational development. So these are the points that were superbly explained by both ma'am and sir, and that's why the webinar became very informative and effective. One thing I personally liked was that the session was too interactive. Means teachers were allowed us to ask any question, any queries regarding this pandemic situation, any suggestions or ideas that we wanted to give. We were just free to do all that. And you know what? Due to this interactiveness, we come to explore the things in a quite better manner. So I would like to thank MILE for this initiative, for organizing such a special webinar, and yeah, a very special thanks to ma'am and sir as well. So thank you so much.
My name is Kalani Kumari and I am the student of Magad Mahila College, Patna University. I attend the webinar on the social awareness of COVID-19, which was conducted by the Manuscript Institute of Learning and Development. This webinar is impressed me a lot, as it gave us information about COVID-19 and also it tells us about how we can save ourselves and others from the coronavirus. And the teachers of this institute tell us about the importance of the online education and how much online education can be beneficial for us in this pandemic situation. And the information I gather from this webinar is invaluable for me and also is very useful. So lastly, I would like to thank all the teachers who conducted this webinar, because this webinar is really very useful and also it's a very informative session for us. So thank you.
Good morning, myself Vandana Ranjan. I am pursuing BCA from Magad Mahila College, Patna. First of all, I want to say that MILE is doing great for employment in Bihar, encouraging startups and creating jobs which are really needed to grow of a state. The webinar which was held for us to spread awareness about COVID-19, and I must say that it was really helpful and wise in this pandemic situation. It was really motivated how to take precautions from COVID-19 and improve your immune system, and how to sanitization and masks are really important to fight against COVID-19. Last but not least, I want to say that the initiative of your team really deserves appreciation. Thank you so much for your informative session.
So that was few students sharing their experience about the webinar happened last time. And coming back to the topic of our webinar, I received many questions during the registration from you guys, asking multiple questions like how is it going to be beneficial for you, how this webinar is going to impact your life, how you are going to secure future jobs, or how is it going to help you to get a desired job that you're working for, and too many questions. So the purpose for this webinar was to give you an insight about what's going to happen in the internship program that we are going to conduct, but that's going to happen in the later phase. Right now, let's see that already few students who have participated in our multiple programs, what they have to say about the leadership quality. I'm sure that many of you have this ability of being a leader. In your life, many times you would have got the opportunity to show your this leadership skills. Maybe it would have not been recognized, but I am sure about it that as a student, many student has this ability of leading some particular projects with the people they are comfortable with. Maybe it could be your friends, or maybe it could be with people which are very close to you. there I have seen students showing their leadership skills. Now, in what way I'm saying about this leadership skill is like, for example, if I am a student and I have 5 or 6 of my friends, if I have completed any of the task which is given to me, the very next thing that I'm going to do is going to help my fellow friends so that they should not lack as well. Now here I have completed my task and I have helped 4 to 5 of my friends to achieve their own task as well. So essentially this is what is I called a leadership quality, which many of us have, but because we do not get an opportunity to touch this quality and work with it, it fades away over the period of time. So let us see that what our few of our participants has to say about the leadership point.
Integrity, insight, and inclusiveness are the 3 essential qualities of leadership.
As a leader, your thoughts, emotion, and action impacts many lives. So it's really important to work on how you are within your field.
Instead of working up your desire, you enhance your capabilities, you'll be able to accomplish your
Whatever work needs to be done, whatever opportunity comes your way, whatever you have to share, this is the time, not tomorrow.
If your idea of success is just about being ahead of others, then you will definitely not explore the full potential of who you are.
Having said that, let's look at the mechanics of being successful. I'm sure all the participants of this webinar who is watching this webinar wants to become successful in their life. Maybe the definition of being successful would be different, but every one of us wants to become successful in our life. So let's look at it. How does being successful actually works? So this is a pretty important segment for our webinar. As I said, you will be crystal clear with the path on where you have to work in order to achieve your desired career prospects. So I just want you all to pay a little more attention to this particular segment, because it will help you to clear many aspects within yourself, and it will help you to make you see the clear-cut path and how we can proceed. So let's look at the mechanics of being successful. Let me put it this way. Suppose that you are at point A right now. As we discussed earlier, we are at point A right now in the present situation and wanting to go to point B, that is our goal or the desired path. So let us see how we have reached to the point A. Whatever you are right now, whatever the kind of person you are, whether you are a confident person, whether you are an underconfident person, whether you are a bold person or whether you are a shy person, whether you are afraid of speaking in public or whether you are confident of speaking in public, whatever kind of a person you are is the result of your past action. Yes? I just want you to look at it once again. Whatever you are right now, good, bad, confident, underconfident, bold, or anything, whatever you are right now is the result of whatever past action that you have performed. So that means that today we are a result of what action we have performed in the past. So this has made us today whatever we are in the present. Similarly, the same concept gets applied to your future desired prospects as well. Like many of you might be thinking, how? Suppose today in the present, whatever you are is the result of your past. Now, whatever you are calling it as a future, when you reach there, again that future will become your present. And if you look back and see, what I have said till now is going to be applied over there as well. If you reach to your future and you stand there and see how I reached here, how I become what I have become today, you will see again it's the result of your past action. So this concept gets applied throughout your life, whatever you are in the present situation is going to be determined by the actions that you have performed in the past. Now, when we talk about the future, so we are talking about something, a place where we want to go, where we want to be, and we desire to go there by doing certain activities. And once we reach there, we will be looking back and we will be confirming ourselves, yes, this is the result of my past action. This is how I have reached here. I did this, and I reached to this point. So, again, that will be the past action. But that past action is right now in our hand. If we can take charge of that particular action and we can consciously keep on creating what we want to create in our life, so in that way, we will be able to accomplish what we desire in our life. Let me put it to you in a more simplistic way. Having said that, let me share my experience on internship that we underwent when we were in college. Back in college, when we were in second year, I and few of my friends, in our college there was internship every year for every category of students, starting from first year, second year till third year. So back then we had this opportunity of participating in internship. We were very excited to do the internship, as many of the students get excited for the first time. We took this internship for 6 months. Now in this 6 months we were provided many trainings which helped us to develop our skills. We were given many exposures, corporate level exposures, which helped us to enhance our knowledge about how things happen in the corporates. It enhanced our business communication power. It enhanced our email writing etiquettes. It enhanced many things which back then we were not aware of. We were not knowing the importance of what is being done with us. But after the graduation, when we moved out of college and when we started working with some companies, when we went for the interview, we were not having a problem, something called confidence, or how to speak about the interview, how to speak about my experience. These were not the challenges that we were facing. Our interview process was very smooth and it was in a very good flow. In fact, the HR that took the interview for most of the students had already known that we had done some internship program, because the kind of a confidence that we were reflecting in our speech was something which cannot be missed. Because we were having a practical hand-on experience for 6 months in creating something, in working for some particular projects, by making ourselves adaptive to that particular situation. We got an opportunity to work in a team. We got an opportunity to become a team leader during the internship itself, as I said. So these particular things actually helps a student a lot in betterment of their own self. But it surprises me a lot when I see internship, the kind of internship happening here. I don't call it basically an internship. I call it, slavery in the name of internship. Because if most of the internship that you see what is being offered here, they'll just give you lots and lots of work. You just have to complete the work and that's it. That is all about the internship. I think it's time that we look at it clearly and see who is getting benefited in such kind of an internship. Are you getting benefited, or the company for whom you are working is getting benefited? Okay, there is some commercial value to it, which most of the companies are not even giving to the student. But there's no training and there's no development and there's no mentoring to the students and, shaping the students in their desired way. I think this is a critically important aspect which every internship offering company should have. So here at Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development, we have made a platform for the students who are willing to do the internship. Not just the internship means to just keep on working for 9 to 10 hours in a day. Whatever work we have, we should give it to the student and they just keep on doing it. Not in that way. But yes, in a way where students should always keep in mind, one thing should be always constant, that how this internship is going to develop me. This is the question that should always be constant. And now we'll be looking at what we have, what Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development has to offer you for the internship. But throughout the instruction that I'll be giving for the internship, just keep one basic question clear in your mind. What is the benefit that I'm going to have? How is it going to develop me? How is it going to enhance my skills? And how is it going to impact my life? And how is it going to help me to achieve the dream job or a dream career that I'm looking forward to? So keep these questions in mind, and let's have a look at what Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development has to offer you. Let's look at what Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development has to offer. Here, MILD is offering part-time internship program for 3 months. This program covers almost every aspect of students' development. Let us have a detailed look at it. 3 months of internship program, helping an intern grow and reach their full potential. This will be done by multiple training modules for next 3 months. Mentoring and personal grooming for polishing your qualities will be taken care of. Rewarding financially as an appreciation. Let us have a look at what will happen in 3 months. Overall cultural and corporate training would be provided. The product and platform on which you will be working would be covered. Training for ethics and morals used in the corporate would be provided. How to create an effective and impressive resume will be taught. We will be also covering the training for business communication used in the corporate. In-house live projects of Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development would be shared, on which you will be working. After every 10 to 15 days, retraining for those who are lacking in their performance will be conducted. Regular evaluation will be done for this training. Mentoring your career and grooming your skills will be taken care of. Every month, the department you will be working will be shuffled. Leadership skill development for appropriate interns would be conducted on the 3rd month. Personality development session in the 3rd month for all the participants of this internship program. Brief training on how to crack an interview will be the last training module, where we will be spending 7 to 10 days. What are the key benefits of this internship? 3 months of part-time internship means you just have to spend 2 to 3 hours in a day for the internship. This internship will begin with the training for 10 to 15 days. Proper growth tracking would be provided to each and every interns on a monthly basis. Training would be conducted every month for those who are lacking in their performance or for those who actually needs them. Mentoring and retraining is a part of the culture in Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development. Work experience letter and internship completion certificate from MILD would be provided after successfully completion of the program after 3 months. As we proceed for the 3 months of this internship program by the trainings and retrainings, mentoring and personal grooming, I'm sure Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development would be able to establish a long-term trust with all the interns. Last but not the least, the best part of this internship development program is, even after successful completion of your internship in 3 months, still you will be earning for next 6 months to 1 year, depending on the work that you have done in the 3 months. So I hope you have a clear picture of what Manaskriti Institute of Learning and Development is trying to offer you in the name of internship. I'm sure many questions within you would have been sorted, and if you have basic questions which I said to keep it in your mind, I hope you have the answers of how it is going to be beneficial for you, how is it going to enhance your skills, how is it going to boost up your confidence to the next level, and yes, there will be commercial benefits as well, which has to be there, and how it is not going to consume all of your time by just giving 2 to 3 hours in a day and undergoing through multiple trainings over the period of 3 months is going to change your life drastically. Just 3 months is what we are asking. It's not much of a time where you are spending 15 to 16 years just to create your dream career. 3 months I don't think is much of a time, and I don't think it's much of a challenge too during this particular time. So we could have 3 months, and you will see that life after 3 months would have been completely transformed. And if you have any questions related to this webinar, feel free to put your questions on the WhatsApp group. I'll try to answer them. And you can ask Sonika ma'am as well if you have any questions related to this webinar. Thank you.
Let's look at what exactly is personality development and why is it required. In today's lifestyle, we have forgotten to address the root cause of our day-to-day problems. As a result, we are unable to accomplish the things we desire, which over the period of time finds expression in various forms within us. Fear, anxiety, guilt, tension, lack of confidence, and many more forms. Today, the modern science is proving that any human being can function at its best only when the entire system is at ease. If your system is not at ease, medical science terms it as disease. Still, the question remains same. What is personality development? It's not just a motivation, nor a philosophy, neither morals or etiquette. It's a proper scientific steps, which one just takes in order to take charge of your life, so that your life happens the way you want it to happen. Right now it's happening accidentally. I want you to look at it. Isn't it so? Here in this session we address every single problems and get into the root cause of it. That's the place to work with. Here in this session, it's not just one-way communication. Here you actively participate, and all the issues are addressed. It's an interactive session, where every participants are satisfied and has acceptance towards every single points of discussion. This session is concluded by 3 days of practical exercise. The complete session is for 7 days, theory, and 3 days, practical. The session is incomplete without practical exercises. The practical exercises helps you in many ways. Concentration, mental clarity, emotional balance, energy level, inner peace, self-confidence. The exercises are designed in a very scientific way, which helps individual to blossom and function in one's fullest capability. Only then the best of you can find expression. Even right now, the way you are is just an expression of who you are. Just see, isn't it so? So if you want to change the way you are right now, who you are should be worked upon. These practical exercises has numerous other benefits as well. Try and experience our program. One thing is guaranteed, it will be a life-changing experience. Thank you.